Alright, now I think it's the way we're leading. We'll jump into the game. Mirage, map number 1 in Budapest, and then review the action. It's Jason Kaplan and Tom Miss.
Not wait to get this underway as we saw both teams progress throughout the actual group stage. Both teams struggling, getting here just barely. And we think back to NFP's game versus Abakasha. They went to overtime on train off of 1v2 at a get-play. Otherwise they would have lost that map, and who knows what happened in that series.
Yeah, that's one thing I do want to say about the series we did see from them. Granted, it was against sort of like lesser teams in some regard, like other than the match that they actually lost. But yeah, Rész was playing pretty well. Like he had some decent plays, some impactful plays, and with hearing the news that Rész is feeling quite under the weather today, they're going to need someone like that to step up. We're going to need to see those big plays out from Forest, and there's the aggressive 4K he managed to get in one of the rounds, and even getting picks with the AWP. We need some of the other players to step up. I think you'll have Plopsky, maybe some of the rounds you'll have Lekra, but I think the two older guys need to show their experience here and really play well.
And to be fair, I mean, out of both teams we did see, they both struggled in their initial matches, but when they went out to play against like tougher opponents, statistically, they both came to rise to the occasion. But now we're kicking off our first map. It's the pistol round. Burgers Pro on the T side, NIP on the CT. Jordy seems to be a big 8-bit here. They've already missed the first couple of shots. They're going to rush him down.
Quick trade early on, they gained that CT control, which makes it a little bit more difficult for the ninjas in the retake. Forest already spots them, getting very aggressive. In fact, they want to take the fight. Burst him here. Miyu going to be able to pick one up already. They're just trying to hold on to this position. It makes it impossible for the rest of the retake, and it's left all on to Rész, trying to get himself back into this round, but there are 4 players to fight while take that 3, but he switches away from his pistol. He's given another chance, but with the firing squad of Burgers Pro, they'll get themselves the pistol.
Mirage for NIPs, and they played it 2 times over the last 3 months and have lost both times against Sprout and against Navi. And Burgers Pro, they played 10 times in a month, or at a 70% win rate, so clearly it's going to be a very strong map for them. And I do worry about NIP and their mentality going into the series. Going on to Inferno as the last map out is going to take what way it's going to go, but to be fair, after seeing NIP against MIBR, they didn't lose the map. Kind of should know. So they should be the favorite team, at least in that map, if we do get there, obviously.
I was kind of hoping NIP would play with the veto a little bit more, because both teams don't play early. So they may have been able to leave it in Ban Mirage and then have slightly better ball Forest. His aggression this time not going to be paying off. Plopsky unable to connect either. Those are there close, at least with peeking him in the scout would be a high risk. Then again, in this round they don't have the best of purchases. It's a force buy just to sort of set them up for the eco in the next round and then allow them to get the better buying later into this map. Well, they can still look to do some damage if they get right. It's a solo bag 7 player. We've seen that out from Stacks on the other side earlier in the tournament, but they do go in that direction. This position is very difficult to defend.
We're going to be rushing straight in towards site. Snatch, you're going to be leading the charge, trying to check out every single angle where someone possibly be. Eric putting the first on the bench, the second on the PHR. The scout shot to the pumps here, good. The assists are coming through. NIP getting the first 3 kills in the round. However, Snacks is still going to be here. Turn it down to a 2-on-2.
Takes some marking control, but not actually spot up Rész's position. An important duel 1 and leaves it all onto Rész once again. Slightly less opponents to try and make the jump across them. It's going to waste a lot of time from getting around. Luckily, they took them a while to get the bomb down at least. So he's going to have space to make a play. The problem is there isn't really any better weaponry for him to have, and Snap's still going to close out this round. Triple kill for him, an important one at that. Now, while financially NIP aren't really going to be able to do anything.
Tom, looking back to Burgers Pro, they played up against Trick on Mirage. We saw them utilize mid control so much. And I wonder if NIP are going to use that information as maybe to test it more middle. I need to feel confident going up against Snatchy. Again, NIP is a team that doesn't have necessarily that dedicated offer that they can use, that off specialist, I guess we can say, since Force is the one who has picked it up. But we've seen Burgers Pro be able to use double up quite well. Snatchy on the T side has been able to be pretty damn aggressive. Even on the CT side, they can hit quite a few good shots. So I wonder how NIP are going to go about the whole middle section of this map. If they're going to give it up for free and play a little bit more passive, or if they'll give it more control. They do have obviously just a couple of nice little wild here, so I'm not expecting too much, but for an NIP fan out there, obviously hoping they can do something with this.
Yeah, the
problem is in these sort of rounds, it's really difficult to defend the majority of positions, so you just take a little bit of aggression, you take some risks, and this is just what Snacks does, isn't it? He's got it behind him, there's no way Get-Right's going to be expecting that. That's the one defender of this side gone. Sure, Plopsy's still lucky, so maybe he can catch Snatchy out as he looks to rotate, but the thing is, his role is to just hold out any rotations. Now they're going to start hunting players down. They want to get that extra cash off the back of the Mac 10. It's not really integral that this weapon is brought into the next round. We'll at least be able to gain a little bit extra. Although it only seems like one kill. That's a weapon dropped and $300 put into his pocket. Something that maybe buys him an extra smoke. Considering the loss bonus isn't massive at this point, we're really starting to get rolling. Every little helps.
See Foxy there guessing Zeus, who's waiting for such a long time for someone to cross his path who can maybe pick up a weapon. Fortunately, the rotation is incorrect through Virtus Pro. They secure the 3 AKs. I think NFP are going to have an opportunity to get anything off of this. They still pick up 2 kills again. They still keep the pressure on. Do a decent amount of damage to the economy of Virtus Pro. Now it'll be round 3 now taken from BP.
At least they keep the rifles. I think that's the most important thing.
I mean, they recovered the map 10 for NIP. Foxy was able to pick it up in 1 second, so technically, I mean, he did, but I was going to try to utilize it somewhere.
Not really worth it in this scenario. But yeah, Snacks being sneaky. I think that's good early on as well, because he's the man that we sort of see as like a potential star, even though he doesn't really put himself in that position. But if he can start having big plays we've seen from him in the past, who knows what can happen. Early aggression, tease.
Maybe I'm wrong in this, but I feel like Snacks and Force are kind of in similar positions, kind of playing roles that they're not necessarily going to excel at as much as they possibly could if they were in others. Snacks can be playmaker, Force can as well. We saw him do that up against MIBR with the rifle. Every time he put out, bullet work against it. There's Pro just setting up still potential B-side to try to get aggression out of that IP. Just see Rész just take over this. There's so many juicy targets we're going to take. Actually, I know he's going to start more shots. First Pro pick up the pace. He gets the ball down actually. And if he turn around and come back with this one, if Rész can just stay alive and buy some time, it might be good for NIP. He gets a third as well. Reinforcements are coming in. P250 coming out. Not able to get much off of that, but the damage is done. NIP do have a massive advantage in this round.
Turned out how Virtus Pro are actually going to rectify this by the looks of things. They're just going to go pushing it towards Get-Right. Patiently waiting for this, and Veggie will get one, but I think that might be Shiro a peek back in. They've got the crossfire ready, and they'll be closed down at the end. The ninjas are up to more, and it's purely off the back of Rész.
Rész tweeting his foot in the weather. I didn't think he was sick in game right now. 3 kills in the perfect window to come through. The amount of time he bought this as well was phenomenal. NIP to take their first go round. And again, I'm curious, is Force going to pick up the alpha later rounds? Is he going to contest Snatchy? Are they going to utilize him on the T side? Snatchy half his number, you can see him sitting back in window. A bit of pressure from connector and from short, so they're definitely not trying to give us up for free.
It's interesting, we actually saw when Cloud9 played this map, like when they were one of the best teams in the world in Mirage, a lot of the time they played more passive angles and didn't necessarily need the AWP as to be the hero as such. It was more Skadoodle just making sure that he did hit his shots at the right time, so maybe it will be sort of brought in as a utility weapon later on. Snacks trying to be sneaky once again, but this time Rész is there. It's got off to a pretty decent start within this match. East side are going to try and force this in towards that A side, and it isn't working out. Rész already another triple kill coming in for him, leaving it all on to Snatchy, and there's nothing he can do. Maybe this was all a bit of a ploy because he's playing very well so far this game.
7 kills to his name, back-to-back triple kill rounds. Virtus Pro are going to have to save in this. So we should see equalize it 3 apiece. A lot of potential chance here for NIP to get their economy rolling. You have Get-Right 4,700, you got Force at 45, but Micro is missing out on some money. So is Rész. But a good start here. I do like how they put so much pressure on middle. 3 players watching that angle. I mean, obviously Snacks kind of gave a little bit of a freebie, pushing this smoke in a connector, but either way, able to maintain control and try to really constrict the avenues that Virtus Pro typically like to attack with.
Rész as well has been playing with a lot of confidence around it. His job is pretty much to just dominate that whole connector. In this round, of course, really too much invested. It seems like Virtus Pro are somewhat hesitant as to where they're even going. They've now made 3 different decisions, maybe talking things through for the next round. That is something that teams used to do quite a lot in the past. Instead, they're going to look to try and pressurize it, maybe as a bit of an elaborate ruse. They want that bomb bomb, that's the big thing, but Rész just continuing on his tear. 9 kills already. They can overwhelm the left, then they have a bomb bomb. That may be easier said than done. I think they're going to need PHR to find the shots. Forest rotates in almost at the perfect time. They're not going to expect Leper here either. Such an off-angle. And an IP, a flawless round, bolstering that economy. But now we have the buys back.
Not enough money to buy up the off the T side as well. Do like the choice of an MP to stick mostly to the rifles here and not to the forced back on the op. Fluidity that the rifle provides him to be able to move around the map from different angles, I feel like it's really benefiting an IP. Let's see, Dave comes in, starting to push up middle here, taking some ground connect. He's got 2 players in it. Who's going to get the first? Rossi's not actually going to see him pushing into that smoke for sure. Well, get ready to notice. He's sitting towards the back of the site. What he's going to do now is bullets fly past his head. Luckily, not really connecting too much. Virtus Pro just getting these picks left, right, and center.
And now we're going to fall back into more of a default take of the site. There's actually nobody within the site either. They're so busy trying to battle within middle that the rotation will eventually now come in. And they've got a couple of kills back. This is starting to look a little bit more possible. Get right, sat within the corner, waits patiently, but the timing again is the reverse rolls as the push through the smoke doesn't work for an IP, and Stacks is there to close things out. The T's do break back once the buys come in, however, things have been so clean for the Ninjas. There's going to be a comfortable purchase, and you asked the question earlier, Jason, is Forrest going to pick up that AWP? Well, in fact, it's going to be 2. Lecker has got one as well.
The problem is that Virtus Pro haven't really been giving angles for the optimal at least there is. But he's a lot of smoked off to the window to get some ground. Connectors staying smoked off as well. I wonder how Lecker's actually going to be able to utilize it over towards the side. It seems he's left alone. And they get heavy presence out of NIP with 2 players moving over towards short to maintain this middle position. Seems like a standard kind of execute here out of Virtus Pro. 2 players in towards Palace. 3 over towards Ram. Everything being thrown in except the bodies, and everybody finally starts moving out of Palace.
And this almost has to be a retake straight off the bat, just based on the positions being held. At least done a little bit of damage. In fact, Rész, through the edge of the smoke, has been able to lower the HP of these players. The dunk not quite reaching, and they actually had an additional smoke.
They haven't even got the bomb down yet. They've used all their utilities, so how are they going to hold once they get the bomb planted? And if you just walk through without the help of any smokes to block off their vision, the bomb still hasn't gone down. Forrest is a kill to PHR. I don't know what's going on the side of Virtus Pro, and NIP are cleaning this up. They even have a chance. I don't mean to say that they had a chance to plant the bomb, but they didn't even go for it. NIP are going to tie it up with 4 again.
Messy round for VP, and well, you give that much space over to the Ninjas. That's the worry though, like the strategy they actually pulled in, Virtus Pro was perfect. There were 2 orbs for NIP, and retaking in that scenario would have been horrific. But they get some shots through the smoke. That's just disgusting. I didn't see it from his point of view before. But because of that, the bomb is not planted. I think that's what actually denied it as well. Now look at the buy coming in for Virtus Pro. Mac 10, aggression coming up from Forrest. Looking for an early pick, and he's going to get it as well. Some confidence plays out from the veteran. It snacks the ball on the other side. Also, they've handed an SG over to Red, which is probably the last thing they wanted to do. Give him more of an ability to try and dominate that big portion. Well, once again, getting some flashbacks. It's just going to be these consistent A executes. The only difference is they need someone like Snatchy for getting the entries. That was something he was so good at in their previous matches. The problem I'm having is they're playing against better opposition.
Yep, and they also haven't even utilized an AWP on the T side yet. So Snatchy hasn't been able to go head-to-head on Blake's Forest. Flashed out, but he's gonna miss the shot. He's spammed down through the box. Rez with the SG and trying to come alive for his team, and eventually picked off down to 3-on-3. Force a little bit of a fluff nade, but it doesn't really cost him anything. And just stay huddled together. Wrap around into the CT spot. Lock those down, and Veggie gets a crucial shot up to get right.
This retake now becomes quite a bit more difficult. The small amount of utility they have has been expended, and you can see just passive positions being held. They don't want to give it anything up, and they want Veggie with a big round. 4 kills to his name, and really hooks himself onto the board. Backwards and forwards nature of this game continues, and now the economy of NIP does start to suffer a bit. We remember that double up setup that we were talking about. It's a costly one.
Both up by British Pro too, considering they had, I think, like 2 smokes. And that was it to take the site. They were already down man up against NIP with the initial pick for Sky.
They had back 10s as well. Yeah, a couple of back 10s in there. I think luckily one of them went down very early, so they got to keep the AKs. But yeah, that was a pretty poor buy. They had a man disadvantage, and they managed to come out clearly on top. So definitely something needing to change for the Ninjas if they are going to be able to whack up these rounds. Now, it has to be said, the main problem with this map for VP, what we see all the way through this tournament, is their CT side. Like the T side, they were racking up a decent amount of rounds, they were just throwing it away. So obviously there's still wiggle room no matter what happens from here on out for the Ninjas, but you have to hope that they get more rounds on the CT side. You don't want to be the one team that VP goes, actually, today we're having a good CT side.
Again, no off for Virtus Pro in round number 10. The middle control presence out of NIP's still there, though they've alleviated some of the players as Force actually rotated back towards the B side of CB4. Virtus Pro more than happy to play this slow kind of style again, trying to wait out the aggression of NIP.
Much more patient from the Swedes as well. They've taken some decent positions. Popsky maybe about to check to see if there's anybody below the window. There isn't for now. Smoke going to have to go down again from Virtus Pro. I think they were expecting a little bit more aggression. They do check for Popsky though. An important opener into the round. Almost getting another as well. The sound will be made. The peek back in from Rész, but he doesn't get anything from it other than flames. And now, just look at where this play is going towards. Get Right knows it. He spotted them. He's just trying to survive at the back of the site. He knows he has to buy as much time as humanly possible if his team are going to stand any chance in this round. They're desperately looking for him. There he goes. And now the CT side, they almost have to say they've got no space. Rész tries to find it, and he's gone as well. Forrest and Lecro, they've just got to get out of there. In fact, Forrest is not even budging. He knows this round is over.
Very clean round out of Virtus Pro. BQ getting that phenomenal kill against Popsky, opening things up.
He's been good today so far, and as said, in history at least, when you look at, say, for example, King with some of the old teams that he played, Mirage was a map that he could dominate. Now, there weren't a whole lot of them, and then obviously this is not the sort of opposition he would normally be playing, like that was within Tier 2, Tier 3 Counter-Strike. But we haven't seen that side of Mihu yet, where he can just be that hero player that can take over the match. And if they get it today, that will be a scary time for Ninjas in pajamas.
Yeah. That'd be the perfect time to make it happen, right? Build up into the tournament, don't peak too early. Considering this is just one of the hard matches you have to play over these next 2 days. If you win this, you play against mouse sports.
Yeah.
The favorites to win the entire tournament. Everyone's winning. It's not true.
It'll be most people.
Let's see, it looks like since Force is able to maintain the last round. Look for him to be the big playmaker. I think they obviously should try to utilize him in a way that they can get some picks with it. Or if anything, if he goes down, be able to retreat. So the timeout has finished up. We'll be getting back into this 6-4 in favor of Virtus Pro. Starting to look good. I like how they're starting to peek into this. The thing is, look at PHR, he's 0-7.
Yeah, which does seem that his spot in this team, he's always seemed to be at the bottom. Like, it hasn't really worked so far. I don't think he's been particularly well implemented. And I think if things do go wrong, I reckon he would probably need a change.
Well, the thing is, I'm not even necessarily saying 0-7 is a bad way, because they're still winning 6-4.
That's true.
Even with him not getting any kills yet. Imagine if he didn't come online, what would the scoreline be like? So again, Forrest trying to use him with this AWP. Might actually have a shot here. Kind of connect, unfortunately. But I feel like he knows he has to make something happen. That he has the only rifle in the team.
Yeah, for sure. This is pretty much all on his shoulders. Oh, okay. Can he get away with the AK? No, he can't. Even still, that's a worthwhile trade. That reduces the amount of weaponry opposing them in a trade for a Zeus. Not bad at all. The problem is GetRight's also gone down. The only man defending this B-side once again. And I think VP had known that. Snacks, he's been trying so much to get through these smokes, and this time it works for him as well. Now Forrest is going to rotate in the wrong direction. It's just going to be about saving this orb once again. Something extra for the next round that they won't be able to afford if he doesn't keep it. The question on my lips, at least, is whether or not they're going to go rotating. Are they going to go looking for this friend?
I mean, it wouldn't be a terrible shout considering the money that they do have. They also, I think, into the future, if the money still will be there, if you do lose out on 1 or 2 players, you do lose the following round. It looks like they're potentially going to go chasing. There's like 25 seconds left on the ball. I'm going to sort of spread out and try to get information where he's going to be. Let's see how many Forrest can take down. Add 2. Making it very costly for the T side of Virtus Pro. I think maybe now they're sort of thinking, hey, maybe we should just back off. Maybe we should keep his room. Let him keep the offense in the next round.
Just checking in the go from very far away, of course. It will be allowed. Showing that that T side of this map is the stronger.
Definitely forced to be reckoned. I mean, considering we have not seen Snatch off still. Just running again with the 8 days. You obviously see when the decisions made, they do go quickly. They don't take their time looking for picks.
I think it was a part when they played earlier in the tournament. I mean, he was playing the AK quite often, in fact. It was only when it was necessary. He has brought it in. Maybe knowing that Forrest has one on the other side and looking for that early counter. Forrest is hoping to find himself a pick and mid, a bit of more aggressive stance. The orb already gets destroyed for him. Ego again. Another impactful kill from him. The orb will be gone for the rest of the round.
Virtus Pro are starting to win control over middle consistently in these rounds. We're getting the success cake in these 4 rounds from that middle position. Of course, Red's getting back-to-back triple kills didn't hurt. With this man advantage, you can see how cautious Virtus Pro would be about this. There's really no utilities, and if he decides to delay some smokes, there's one smoke, there's no Molotovs to come in. There's going to be a lot of pressure on GetRight, who was able to save one from Forrest. He does have some support this time, which has been very different to what NFP has been doing. Snatch is going to get the shot on the GetRight. Rotation of Flopsy will come in, as well as rotation from Lecker through CT spawn. First still taking their time. Flopsy gets the first. Trying to spray into the second. What a shot out of him! And Snatch will finally shut him down. 3-on-2 now for Virtus Pro, 30 seconds to go. They're just going to close out and relax. Love that by them. 8-4 now for Virtus Pro. I think the funny thing about VP is you don't know what kind of team didn't show up that day. You know, they can play against a lot of these top teams, put out some big surprises, and then they play against teams that they should be beating, like E-Rivals, and then they struggle for some reason.
That has been something within this roster forever. Even when they were like as lower beaters, like one of the best teams in the world, and still struggle against smaller opposition. Hey, this would be one hell of a series to win, as it was mentioned on the desk. You think about the history of Virtus Pro, sure, maybe this is an even matchup. Recent history, not even close. NIP should be the one taking the lead in this. Mihu has been great. Those entry kills have been so valuable for the team, and they have just wiped down the defense of NIP. Not one player getting anything done. Get Right just left, still in the spawn, waiting, hoping that someone hands him a rifle. Gives them a bit of a bonus for the next round, but the fact is the loss will be doing it enough. They'll have the finances for the next one at least, but it doesn't seem to matter.
British Pro have done a good job of adapting to the way that NFP normally go. Then again, we haven't seen that 3-man stack in quite a long time. We did see Forrest in mid in the round prior. He got taken down by Mihu. Well, AK shot to the dome. I'm wondering, maybe it's time for some bit of aggression. Maybe push a couple of players up, look for an early kill or two. British Pro can check up the free rate. That part of the map.
Yeah, I think the big problem is NIP are not getting any information. Like, if you know almost every single execution or every single late round play that VP go for, there has only been 1 or 2 players on the slapbacks. We haven't had any like 4-man stacks. We haven't had any sort of reads coming out from them. Most of the time, it just seems like the ball from Virtus Pro have been spot on. I think of the amount of times that Get Right has been the last defense, or they've just run into the A side and dominated in those early picks. Like, it's been fantastic for Virtus Pro, but the Ninjas haven't done anything about it. It's only really been Forrest, and while now they are doing exactly what you said, they're trying to take some control away. Maybe a little bit late in the half, but there's still a chance to get it back to 6. As said, from what we've seen from the VP defense on this map so far, that could be enough.
The triple stack in the middle out of NIP doesn't even want stack this. Obviously, it's a good rotation of the EV. Yeah, no, the A side, they're heavy. We just talked about stacks on one of the sides that have it going, the information was there for us, and have a lot of information as they come in through underpass. Formerly escapes with his life and rest there to help lock it down. Mihu again, able to take down Black Road. It seems to be going all the way of NIP. VHR still on 0 kills, unfortunately, but still on 7 deaths, funny enough.
That's not much to do.
Exactly.
Mihu runs in and just gets all the openers. There's only to clean up left. Will this be around to steal? Surrounded in middle, but has given some space. Veggie not going to be able to hold it, but there is PHR. Can't do anything more though. It's left onto Veggie and they can't do anything. A much better round coming out from the Ninjas, and as you said, it came down to just taking away that control, not allowing Virtus Pro to have all of the map.
I do think there was one little iota of luck that came into it through the stack they did have towards the middle of B. But then again, thank you for the retake. Not playing for the concussion, and to be fair, originally they were able to contest, but I think for the most part, they've been playing retake. We see the smokes go down, like when they have the double off set up, retaking with that this time. Just playing for the full retake towards A if they need it. But eliminating this avenue for British Pro to use. Just migrate between the B and A site. This time a little bit of a different story, as we can see. Keeping 2 players a little bit more aggressive. That was ran with Rez. We see tucked away in the site.
Yeah, and also a bit of an interesting setup from VP. This could be a direct counter to what we actually saw in the last round, which they've gone for a double AWP. Like on the T side of Mirage, not something you see very often. But if you look at the way they're actually playing, they are 100% just holding, watching for picks, and there is the one that they wanted. Statue finds the opener, and just look at this defense. They're somewhat caught. There's nobody back towards CT. Sure, they have the players on the side, which may actually help them. Aggression from left row will actually net the one back, but he's been tagged at the same time. And by the looks of it, VP are just going to try and execute onto this side. Mihu's got both players. Gets rid of all of the A-side defenders and leaves just Blobsky and Get Right rotating back in. Maybe there's a kill in middle. Blobsky does at least get that. It'll give them a chance back into this round. However, Get Right throws this one just to try and give him a little bit of an ad. He's not going to find anything. The bomb is planted at least. Veggie waiting around. He knows that there's someone here. Tag him, but it's execution of Blobsky. And now Get Right left in a 1 versus 3. Nothing he can do. A great round from Mihu. VP in the half with 10.
5 scoreline. I don't think you can ask for anything better than that for Virtus Pro. Now you've been mentioning over the course of this first half that Virtus Pro known for not being too good on the CT side, but 10, you have to imagine